What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Larry's Geeky World. Let's open some toys, or build some toys in this case. Part 3 of this, even though I couldn't get the thumbnail to edit. I need some better photo editing software on here. I've not messed with this computer enough since I got so used to just using my cell phone to do everything. That's how I normally edit my thumbnails, which is why I don't have a thumbnail set for this today. But hey, as you can see, it is 8 o'clock on a Saturday night for July 12th, and which means I did have to work today. So no FC Cincinnati game, which they're on a rain delay, so no Hell is Real game for me tonight. Since I wasn't able, even though I did get out a little earlier than expected, but I had to go grocery shopping anyway. But yeah, we're continuing on with this build, which we've been a couple weeks or so since we've done one. It was the last time I actually had to work overtime, and I was exhausted. We only did one arm, but I went ahead and did the other arm off camera. Figured we didn't want to go through that, but we're only going to try to be on here for an hour because I had to cancel my initial tickets for Superman because of car issues. But I have tickets tonight to go see it, so no spoilers in the chat. If you want to talk about the new Superman movie or not, just don't spoil it. I have yet to see it. I hear it's really good. I'm hoping it actually is. I'm a huge Superman fan, for those who do not know. Besides Star Wars, Star Wars is on my arm, but Superman's on my back, tattooed on my back, full back piece, mostly full back piece anyway. But we're going to get into it today. When we left off, we did one arm, which is the 3 and 4, but I went ahead and continued on to the 4th part. So we're on number 5, which it says upper body, which is really just going to be like the shoulder pieces and then assembling it all together to make, I already have the head put onto the body. But I think I have to put the other parts on before I put the arms, which makes sense because there's so much gap when you put these on here. So we'll move these guys aside to make room, and we will continue on to this. I would say hello to the chat, but I would wait for a bit. But I'm going to go ahead and get started because, like I said, I only have slightly under an hour. I want to get off here at 9 so I can finish getting ready to go see Superman tonight. Well, so we are starting with the upper body. We're on 5-1, which is going to be these parts here. It says I need I-35-25. Here's our eye sprue here. We need I-35, 25, and 36. Here's 25. Pull that off. Oh, that came off really nice and clean. I don't have to clean that up, I don't think. I wish I had a file. If I could file these or shave these down a bit more, I'd feel better if I could. But I do not have that little toolkit. 36. I need to do this twice, so I probably should grab the other eye sprue so I can build these. 35 and 36, so I can build these both together. It might save me some time. We'll start with this sprue here and get this part made. Because both parts are going to be practically identical. And it says we take this piece here and we make sure it's in this spot here. Make sure it's actually turned outward so you can have that. Then you'll combine this piece with that piece. And we'll just go ahead and clip that together. So there's the one. Here we go. And we'll continue that again with the second sprue. Pop off the pieces. Nice and clean. That's how I like it. The less extra bit of shaving off I can get away with, I will do. I wish I would have had it posted what time I was going to do this. earlier. I did know as of Thursday, but I had been so tired getting out of work. And Friday, I had to work. Last night, I had to work overtime, so I had to work 10 hours. So, by the time I got home, I was exhausted. Barely had time to do really anything before I went to bed. So we'll repeat what we just made on the one. Put this one. Put that in. Clip that together. Would say hello to the chat, but the chat is empty. I don't think we have anyone actually. Got one viewer, or had one viewer. So I don't have really anything to talk about yet except for my excitement for the new Superman film. We'll be on I-39. I'll go with that part. I-39. There you are. Hey, that ain't it, is it? I guess it is. It looks okay. This is how the picture looks on here. That is this piece here. So here's our I-39. Oh, am I on the camera? There we go. There. Focus for me, please. Thank you. I-39. And I need, it says F2 or F1. Or from sprue F2 or F1 is number 3. Do I have my F on here? Oh, here's F1. F2 is on that other one. And it was which one? 3. Okay, that's this piece. So here's our F1 sprue. Oh, this one's going to be interesting. So I may have to try to trim up a little bit if I can. Oh, yep, I'll have to trim it up a little bit. It got a hangy bit right there. Oh, okay. My trusty method of doing this. I don't have any small pliers for this. We'll just use the tweezers. I had the one with the file. Cut that part off too. Trying to clean this up as much as I can, so it'll fit nice and snug. Not a lot of people are like, I've seen videos of doing this, are really good at this. They've done this so long. They have all these cool techniques. Okay. About how to keep these clean. We're gonna take this piece, like this direction. I think I had it flipped. Oh, I think I got it right direction. According to this, we put it this way. I hope I'm looking at it right. Yeah, that fits good. Like so. And then I need an I. Well, I better make the other one. Better get my F2 sprue out. And my other I sprue. The other 39. That way I can make them both simultaneously and try to get it done quicker. Oh, there you are. F2. Okay. There we go. Yep, I'll have to clean that spot up again. Yep. Same places. Clean up. So, let's talk about. Let me see what all I want to talk about tonight. Why I do this. Well, besides my excitement for Superman, this might be the Superman movie I've been waiting for. As much as I really enjoyed Man of Steel for what it was, Superman Returns, I wanted to like that more. I thought Brandon Routh was a made it for a great Superman, especially for a continuation of Christopher Reeve's series. That's what was initially supposed to be a spiritual succession, pretty much a sequel after Superman 2, and they were going to ignore what happened in 3 and 4. The only thing I didn't like, main thing I didn't like about that movie though, is I really didn't like the choice for the suit. I mean, that was a bold. I just felt the symbol was too small. There was no S on the cape. The colors were too dark. I think a lot of people thought that. And I mean, I didn't really mind so much the S on the belt or on the boots. I just thought he was going a little too far with it. Okay, so we got those two pieces made. And now we got to get I-34. Sorry, I'm a little congested. Is it 33 and 34 or just 34? Okay, 33 is after that. Okay. I am really congested. Okay. So we continue. It's going to be interesting seeing all these characters in a Superman film, like right off the bat in the beginning of the universe. I'm really curious how Nicholas Hoult really kind of hams it up for Lex. If he hams it up, I have no idea. I actually really enjoyed him in Renfield. I thought that was a fun movie. My girlfriend really enjoyed it. Okay, since we're taking I-34 and this piece, I'm trying to make sure I'm putting it together right. I think I have everything facing the wrong direction. Okay. I think I have it. Oh, nothing's supposed to slide in there? That's interesting. I don't know how I feel about that. We got that. I'm supposed to take one of these. Warning something about the stream. I don't know what it's trying to say. Where does this go? Am I putting that in right? I still don't think I'm putting this together right. I-34. Alright, so this part's supposed to go in first. It says it looks like it goes here. Okay, and this goes in between. Okay. So it does hit this mid there. Okay. And we need an I-33. I just lost it all of a sudden. There it is. I'm really excited for all this cool stuff coming out. Fantastic Four is going to be cool. I think Pedro Pascal's a great actor. I think all the guys for that movie are great. Even though I haven't watched The Bear, but I hear he's really the guy who plays Ben is really good in it. I've seen clips though, so there's that, I guess. Alright, so we got that together. So there's this piece. We'll go ahead and do that again to build the other part. Again, we'll start with I-34 again. On the sprue. Keeping an eye on the time. Let's see here. I need to get more into Gundam again, though. I haven't watched any series in a good long while. I think I put that in there, right? Yeah, I did. I tried watching Iron-Blooded Orphans and fell asleep. I think I slept through the entire series. I don't know if that's really something against the series itself as a whole, but it also was really late. I work so much, it's so tired all the time. Could be more than that, I guess, but what we got going on? Alright, so we got that. Both of those are now put together. Okay, next part. Now this one's going just for the right arm. So we're using specific pieces. We need to get our A sprue out, which is this lovely multicolored sprue. It's getting caught on my mouse cable. And it says we need A6 and A8, which are these pieces up here. I gotta find, I don't know what I did with my Gundam marker, my fine tip one. So I was using to color in all the detail lines. You can't really see because it's being all funky on me. Try to darken those lines up, kind of dirty it up. You're gonna make them pop a bit more. Okay, let's get this number 6 off, if it will let me. There we go. Oh, that came off a lot easier. And number 8. Okay, 6 and 8. Try to make sure I ain't got no nibs on here. And we take one of these. So if we're going to do this as the right arm or right shoulder, this piece will go on here, like, they all connect the same way. Yep, right into that. On that end. What's up, the true Joker? How you doing, buddy? Alright, we put our A6 on. Am I in the right direction? Oh, there we go. I'm thinking putting it down too low. There we go. Oh. So there is this piece. This part keeps moving on me. Okay. So, and now we need this here. And another part I gotta build here. Let's see. A1. These are identical pieces. Haven't seen Superman yet, True Joker. I was gonna see it Thursday, I had to cancel. I don't know if Jonathan told you or not. I didn't get to go to the FC game tonight. It actually has a rain delay currently as of when I was last looking. It was supposed to start at 7:30. Now unless you're talking about last week, it was good. We won 2-1 against Chicago Fire. But it's always fun when we win. Yeah, but last week's game was fun. I can't go to this one. It's a hell is real game against the Chicago Crew. My brother should be there. Brother Caesar should be there. See where? Trying to make sure I'm not screwing these pieces up at the top. Because I still got to make a couple other parts. But it was fun. Probably ate a little too much. Actually, I didn't eat that much. I was starving when I got there though, because I barely ate that whole day beforehand. Okay, I need a K. Where's my K's at? Oh, I don't have my K over here. There it is. There's my K's. There's the K. 11 K. But yeah, it was fun. I got me a Kubo jersey at the team store on Vine Street, and another shirt before we went to the game. But it was a fun time. Okay, now I gotta make sure I key this in here right. I don't think I did. Nope. John and my girlfriend and his mother are watching some Korean drama off, I think, off Netflix or Tubi. I don't know which. As I put these together. Okay, I need to get L16. Where's my L's? L16. So what you up to, Joker? Besides watching me struggle to put this thing together. There we go. I'm probably being impatient. There's a bit of a delay, so I'm sure you're getting what I'm saying eventually. Oh. And I'm like not even trimming this stuff. I got a file to shave this down a bit. There we go. But yeah, ended up having to work today though, hence why I couldn't go to the FC game tonight. Are you enjoying you're out of town, aren't you? If you're who I think John told me who you were. L2 11. You're in Texas, aren't you, right now? I'm breaking this stuff off. I gotta turn the hell out of this. Okay. Not gonna be as pretty. Enjoying your time away from town, from being on vacation. I'm like not even doing this on camera, just kind of clipping it off. There we go. Okay, that's clean enough. Take that. Put there we go. Those parts together. Gonna need an A3. Was it A? You said A. A3. Where are you? Should have got A1. Okay, it's these little yellow ones. Okay. Thought I was looking at it wrong. Are you in Dallas? I've only been to Six Flags Over Texas once in Dallas when I was younger. My dad took us to go see the Batman stunt show because that was when Batman Forever was coming out. We had a Batman Forever like theme thing going on that night at closing or before closing. That was so long ago. Just showing my age. we got this part. That's 1, 2. This is 3. I'm trying to think of how this is supposed to connect because it does not make sense. Oh, I don't have the other part on yet. Wait, what am I missing? I missed a part somewhere. Well, how did I miss that? Oh, it's the I-32 part I didn't put on before I clipped this on a piece. I thought I was missing a piece before I put these things together. Ugh. I'll have to go back. Is it I-32? Did I not pull that off of this? Nope, it's right here. Well, at least you're having fun, right? You're enjoying your time away. Did you guys get to go see Superman yet? If you were going to go see Superman? I have to pry this apart. Oh, there go popping pieces off. We're doing great. I mean, just doing what we can, hanging out, trying to put things together without killing myself or stabbing myself. Let's see. There we go. I forgot this damn piece. I don't know how I missed that. I'm not that tired. I did have to work today, but the good thing about these kits, you don't have to glue these together. They clip on pretty tightly and stay together pretty well. So now I can put this part on. This is number 3. Oh, there it goes. Got that. Where'd that little piece go? This piece. Click. I can get it lined up right. Yep, that goes right there. I mean, we were originally supposed to go to Arkansas in August, but I don't to visit my stepsister and go through some more of her dad's stuff since he passed. But that had to change. There's that. Okay. So that's one shoulder. And now we can do the left shoulder, which we pretty much repeat the same process, even though I have to redo this part just like I did the other one. Grab my other A spring and get that part off. Because I was rushing, trying to get this done, because I only got 30 more minutes to do this. You're waiting for it to be on Netflix. It'll probably be on Max before it's on Netflix. Because it is a Warner Brothers property, technically. I'm going to go see it. We're seeing it tonight, taking Trish and both Andrew and Jonathan to go see the movie. I mean, I know I'm going to enjoy it because I'm a huge Superman fan. Okay, pull this all back apart again and try to redo this. There we go. And see, now I re-put this together, and I forgot, and I left the other part off again. Gee, I'm just having no luck today. Oh, trial and error, people. Trial and error. I'll try this again. I'll have to pop it back apart one more time so I can get this part back in. You know what? I actually... No, I don't think I can. I was going to see if I couldn't squeeze it in there, but... I could attempt. Be afraid I'm going to break it. This part is supposed to slide. I think I got that in the wrong spot. Well, I have to pop this part off first, though. Okay. I still need to get max so I can watch Creature Commandos, because I haven't even seen that yet. Yeah, Guy Gardner, he said, yeah, I've been pining to get, or, to have Nathan Fillion play Hal Jordan for years. Because he's played him in the animated universe. So it was really surprising when they casted him to be Guy Gardner. So it was really a surprise to me. I wasn't expecting that, like, at all. Pleasantly surprised, I should say, to be honest. So, because he can play a good asshole. So I'm still really looking forward to how this movie turns out. I mean, I've seen a lot of, spoiler-free reviews, and it looks like it's gonna be really. It looks like it's really good. So there we go. Now it's put together right. Now we can continue on this piece. Back to. Excuse me. We are looking at A7. And A5. Oh, shoot. Did I click something? I'm sorry. I must have accidentally hit the... My mouse accidentally hit the damn thing and hit the wrong button. We're good. We're good. Wasn't offline. Just my mouse clicking on this different scene, which was the beginning thing. Okay. Put this on. I mean, who knows? We don't even know if they haven't announced any casting of Batman yet for this new universe, so still wild guess what they're going to do. Yeah, Gundam build, we're putting together this. Here, I'll just click the thing up again to bring that back up. We're just building this version Kai 1/100 scale model kit that I got from Michael's that was on clearance a couple months ago. I've been putting this together since then. It's only the third time we've gone on live to do it. Oh, I don't want to put that there. I haven't put one of these together in years. I got a bunch of old, like, high grade 1/100 scale. This is a master grade. I've never put together a master grade. I have put together one perfect grade before. I have a 1/60th scale Wing Zero from Endless Waltz as well. But that did not survive the years of moves, and it just, in pieces. Unfortunately, we are going back to, where's my L's at? Oh, it's right here. L15. Now that came off a lot cleaner than the last piece. Oh, except for right here. I don't have my X-Acto knives out. They're all stored away somewhere. Not going to be the cleanest build, unfortunately. We're going to try to get this upper body done today so I can get into the shower and go see Superman tonight. I hope they still have some of at least the metal popcorn buckets, but I can't guarantee they will. L and the L210 right here. I was thinking about getting the Crypto Dog Bowl one. Not really care for the one with them holding the popcorn bag version, but like jokingly say, "Hey, we'll get it for the cats," like for the dog bowl one. But no, if they are going the Clayface route, they got to give more of a horror. He said it's gonna be a. When he was doing an interview on the red carpet, he was talking about how different every movie. Each movie's gonna have a different tone and show. They're not all gonna like. They're all gonna be in the same universe, but the stories are all gonna be different types of. Clayface is gonna be a sort of body horror type of film. So I guess akin to was it Slither, I think, or what's another movie that's like a body horror film? Shoot, what is it? I'm trying to think of the name of it, and I can't think of it off the top of my head. Shoot. I mean, there's a bunch of different body horror movies out there, but that's what they're going with. That Lanterns is more of a like true detective, which has been stated quite a bit. That's what they were going for on that end. Get this other one off of here. There we go. Clean up this little end here, though. Clean this up. I think it looks alright. That on. But I can't wait to hear who they're going to cast as Wonder Woman and Batman and I don't know, man. I mean, we already got two. I don't know. I've never seen either of those. I will never watch Human Centipede. I have no interest in any of that stuff. There was another. I don't know. There's some other ones that were more known, but I can't think of that I've actually may have seen. Well, I guess kind of maybe like The Thing is kind of a body horror. More phenomenal. Because Clayface, if you go from the anime, I'm hoping they're going kind of a story route like the animated series. Because that's how first time I ever heard about Clayface. And there's been like 3 Clayfaces, I believe, in the comics. I'm not the biggest comic. I just know what like history I've usually watched shows of. I'm a bad comic reader because I don't buy every comic. I'm not much of a comic collector as much as I used to be. But then again, most of the time back in the day, the comics I was getting was, at my local Walden Books in the mall when I was in high school. So, that. Put this on. There we go. And I still gotta do the little circle bits here. This piece. I'm actually looking forward to seeing some stuff about lanterns here. I know Nathan Fillion's going to be in that. I mean, we already got our first trailer for season 2 of Peacemaker with Nathan Fillion's Guy Gardner is going to be in that as well. Plus Hawk Girl, and Sean Gunn's Maxwell Lord, if I can even speak correctly today, which we all see in the trailer. I'm just excited to see how they're explaining that Peacemaker and this whole, you know, universe thing. But I have to renew or turn back on my Max subscription in order for that to happen. So, and I probably will right before it comes out. It's supposed to come out in August. There's our shoulders. I think that's both of them. All right, now we can actually complete this upper body assembly. Now we're on here. All the bits are now correctly put together for the shoulders, so I'll get close up to what I just got put together. If I remembered where I sat my damn Gundam marker, my fine tip one, I go ahead and color in these panel lines, but I'll do that later. And maybe we'll go do when I get it all put together, we'll do all that. So it's kind of going one, you've already had the head on it, it just clips right on to here. So this is number 2, apparently. We take our shoulder, we just run that through the peg here, like so. And we take our arm and add that in it as well. There we go. That's all the way in. Oh yeah, that looks better with that on there, that's for sure. Make sure that's all the way on correctly. I feel like there's a gap. I guess it's supposed to be there. And we'll repeat the process on this. Yep, nice little clip. And here is our upper body for our Endless Waltz Wing Zero Gundam. This part actually came together pretty quick, and only got about 15 more minutes before I need to actually be getting off of here. I guess I could have just left that other arm and not built it off camera. But so far, I'm liking this. I need to make sure I get out my original 1/100 scale high grade of this Gundam. He's in a box in my closet. He's been in there for a while. So, that's cool. I like how this guy looks. I like how he kind of articulates already. The fact that his chest kind of spreads open a little bit. The fact that he even has this slide out cockpit, if I can even get it to move. There we go. I do not have a tiny enough paintbrush to paint him. Little Hero Yui inside there. But he'll just be left unpainted. The fact that we have, like, I don't even remember, I don't think the original one had a bicep swivel on it. I don't think. The fact that this moves out so far like that is so odd to me. But then again, the original ones also didn't transform into a jet mode for this version of the Gundam. Which I don't think he did in the movie either. Chest moves, well, I'm going to have to go and tinker with this a bit more. Get that chest to move better. Alright, so we are done with the upper body of our Wing Zero. In this Waltz 1/100 scale master grade version Kai, I guess, or KA, or how you want to pronounce it. So far, I'm enjoying this build. I just need to find my marker so I can actually paint some panel lines. So I'm not sitting here, nothing else to do for the next bit of time. Where is it? I could have sworn I had it still on this desk. I know I was showing Jonathan, one of my girlfriend's boys, how to do it, because he was putting together a Zaku 1/144 scale, 1/144 scale kit. I never liked those. I thought those were too small. This is more like, I think these measure out to be about 6 inches when fully completed. which feels about right. Best horror movie ever created is Halloween. Well, I don't know about that. Um, I mean, I'm not a big horror movie guy, so Trish is the horror fan. I mean, I like my sci-fi, I like my superheroes, I like my animes. I mean, I like the fact that this guy can look down pretty far. Where is that model? Where is that pen? I'm gonna laugh when I find it after the stream. Oh, you know what? I did find it. I've had this Gundam, fine tip Gundam marker since I was like, I don't know, I think I might have bought this in my early 20s, and it still has paint in it. I only use it for panel lines, so. And this is, let's see if I can't pop that top off, and this is how to actually focus. That's how fine of a tip it is, which works out great for getting into these panel lines. Now, I would suggest using like a dry rag to wipe these off. I always just use my finger to clean up the mess and kind of just smear it a bit, kind of get a more of a lived in kind of deal. Like lived in real world type of deal. Just make sure you wash, if you're going to do it with your thumb or whatever, just, make sure you clean off your hands when you're done with it. Now, I would probably suggest doing this also before you take them off the sprues. But, impatience. Sometimes I like just to do it later on. Darken that up. I want the camera to focus on what I'm doing, so. Because you can see where I've already worked on some of the panel lines. I don't really touch the blue too much. It's always just mostly on the white. I haven't done too much in the head, because there's so many different separate parts. I mean, obviously I did top here on the bridge and whatnot. Oh my god. Oh, I just got some on my monitor. No. Okay, I got it off. Wasn't even watching where my pen was going. So, go ahead and just do some paint, some panel lines. I'm sure if you're looking for markers like this, though, I think you can find them at your local hobby shops. Maybe. I have not really been looking. At least, I don't know if you can find the Gundam markers themselves. I think Big Bad Toy Store has these on their site. But I am not for sure. See, I like wipe it. I can get it kind of fade. Looks like it has some weird, real world, flying around, getting some actual dirt onto them. Just like this. A lot. Hi, Patricia. Hey, question. What do you prefer? What do you like to say is the best horror movie ever made?
Oh, you see, no, that is a trick
Well,
question.
according to the Joker, he says best horror ever created is Halloween.
That is a trick question and a loaded question because you cannot just lower it out as best ever because there's too many genres.
Well, if you had to say one, what would you say? In your opinion, what do you think is the best overall horror movie ever created? Because I'm not much of a horror, so I can't really say. I mean,
Psycho.
The original Psycho. So you're going to the old school.
I'm going old school.
Alfred Hitchcock.
It's gonna be either that one, or it's going to be, I think it was called. It's the one. If it wasn't for this one, we wouldn't have the Aliens movie. It's in the It box set that I've got.
Well, is it
It
called
came from Beyond Space or something like that.
Yeah.
Um,
Was that another Hitchcock one, or is that something different?
No, it's completely different. But my favorite thing in that one was, what if it can read minds? Well, it's gonna be real mad when it gets to mine.
Yeah. So Trish says best horror movie ever created in her mind is the original Psycho. So some people probably would say The Bird. Some people might say Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Mine is all built around the suspense and the story.
Others might say John Carpenter's The Thing.
Well, if it wasn't for the movie I was just talking about, we wouldn't have the thing.
Yeah, but some things improve upon. Other thing,
That's what it was. The thing that came from beyond space.
Okay.
Oh, here goes Panther.
Well, hi, Panther. Anyway, but yeah, so that's her answer. Like I said, I don't have an answer because I wasn't a big horror guy.
Well,
but
the thing is, though, is if we really want to talk horror movies, like the original Evil Dead is by far one of my favorite movies. It's one that I can watch over and over and over. The original Night of the Living Dead is a classic as well. But that's why I say you can't just have one top favorite horror movie.
But I'm just talking about for overall horror in general. You can go subgenre by subgenre if you want it, but you've got to put everything combined together.
I'm really
what would be number one?
I like based on story, based on effects. I mean, that's how my brain works.
Because like
Rosemary's Baby is one of my favorite movies.
Too cheesy, too depths in, but a good one though. Didn't like the second one.
Which one?
I guess Psycho.
Yeah, the first one's the better one.
Cause there was only.
I do believe they made 3 in the third one.
There was 5.
Is there 5 Psychos?
I think, cause there was one where he was like out of the mental hospital.
Well, yeah, I know.
And he was like in love and like about to marry his like psychiatrist. I think it was. Unless that one's 3, I thought there was 5. I know there was like one prequel one or something like that. I know there was a series, prequel
Bates
series.
Motel series was intense.
But there was I want to, I could be wrong though, because I remember watching it on the Sci-Fi Channel. Years ago, because the same guy who played Norman, back again, it was all in full color. It was more, I want to say either late 80s or early 90s.
Sounds about right, but he made an agreement that he had more control, the actor who played Norman Bates, had more control over said movie that he was in.
I mean, yeah, I guess you kind of would need that.
My head's full of useless information.
Well, who's listening nowadays?
So, I mean, keep in mind, I have that 100 years horror movie trivia game.
Yeah, you would. Yeah, so Trish knows about. She's the only person I know of, maybe except for maybe my cousin Mark, maybe Trina. I think they might have been into kind of. I know. Well, Mark's into a lot of weird stuff, so.
Now, if you want to see a really like cheesy horror movie that's just worth the laugh, Killer Donuts.
Killer Donuts.
Killer Donuts.
Why is this the first I'm hearing of Killer Donuts?
It's not the first you've heard of it because my dad told me about it and I told you about it.
I don't remember you ever telling me about it. I know of Killer Clowns and Attack of the Killer Tomatoes and of course that one also had an animated series when I was a kid, which was hilarious.
But the stepfather movies are messed up.
Not American Psycho. American Psycho is with Christian Bale. I'm talking about the original Alfred Hitchcock Psycho movie.
Jamie Lee Curtis's mother is the star of. Well, can't say the star of because it's kind of like a bait and switch. She's the kill in the shower.
That was really?
Yeah.
See, I didn't know.
She wasn't in the movie all that long.
Well, I know she wasn't in the movie all that long, but I didn't know that was her mother.
Yeah.
Huh. See, you learn something new every day.
At least I do believe so, if memory serves me correctly.
Better story horror movie is Saw, and that is all of them that is better.
The first Saw was good.
I you know what? I never had any interest in watching the Saw movies. I just thought it was just the premise of it, which is not what I was into. And again, like I'm not into a lot of that stuff either.
The first Saw was really good. It did have a really good story.
Mm-hmm.
But as it went further in, and the cop was in on it, and then one of the survivors from the first one was in on it,
Yeah.
it just killed the story.
So, question, how do y'all like the fact that this back and forth with my girlfriend? You think this would be a better show with me doing stuff and just hearing us banter, opposed to me talking to a chat with no other response? I'd like to know if you're watching this on a later bit. Let me know in the comments. I'm trying to figure out show ideas to improve the channel and see what happens. Because we were talking about maybe doing like a thing together at some point.
Well, and keep in mind, I was doing a live stream at one point on TikTok with me and my boy, and we were making breakfast and talking horror movies.
Talking about Jonathan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, you know, he goes, "Oh, I'm going to put on a movie. What are you putting on?" "Oh, Dog Soldiers." "Dog Soldiers? I ain't seen that forever."
What's up, John? How's it going, brother? We're actually about to get off of here in a couple minutes. Got the arms, all the upper body finally done. Just doing some panel lining before I get off of here to get cleaned up to go see Superman. So you're kind of hitting us near the end of the stream. But it's good to see you popping up, man. So I might learn to make sure I can do this on camera.
Your line work's not bad, though.
I mean, it's easy when it's just painting in the grooves. And I just wipe it with my thumb to clean it out and kind of get like kind of smearing it like it's like dirt kind of flying through. I'm probably not gonna finish the panel lines today, but actually we do need to try to get ready to get off of here so I can get cleaned up to go see Superman tonight.
Yep, I'm getting my Supergirl hoodie on.
Are you still gonna wear that dress, or are you wearing something different, changing completely?
I'm changing completely.
Okay. So I need to take a shower because I had to work today, so I am exhausted. Do a Call of Duty. Well, I don't play Call of Duty. I don't have any of the Call of Duties. I do plan on doing a Fortnite live stream eventually, because I do play a lot of that. I just getting it set up to where I can do stuff. I'm still trying to get everything figured out, how to get chat showing up on the screen, how to bring up chats, and all that. I'm still trying to get used to all this software because I'm not used to any of it. So, but actually, I think we are going. It is almost like under a minute till. I think we will stop the stream tonight. I'd like to thank everyone for joining me for this hour or so. Yes, we're at 59 minutes and 52 seconds and counting. But yeah, thanks for joining me. We will be back next week. Again, I don't know if we'll still do the 8 o'clock or if we'll do a earlier show. I prefer the earlier one so I have more time to do stuff at night, especially if I end up going to a soccer game, which obviously I couldn't do because I was working over. But I'd like to thank everyone again for joining me. And until next time, y'all have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you all later. Bye.